Hey guys, long time no see. I'm really sorry for my long absence from BookTube, but I just got really busy at work and to be honest just really didn't have time to film any videos as much as I wanted to. But I am back and I'm very excited because what I'm here to talk to you about today is my first 5-star book of the year. So that's exciting. Traditionally, I am very sparing with what I give 5 stars on Goodreads. It's not something that I just give out willy-nilly, but I have usually read at least one 5-star book by this time of the year. I've had a good year overall with reading, but nothing that really stood out to me as like a book that I just really love for all time and got me this excited yet. So the book that I want to talk about is Road Trip Rwanda by Will Ferguson. This is a non-fiction book, which I typically wouldn't have that as my biggest book of the year. I do enjoy non-fiction, but it's not always my favorite category. So this is really awesome that this is the book that's grabbed my attention this year. Just to describe the book a little bit, I unfortunately don't have a hard copy as I did get this as an e-library book. I've been on a big e-library book craze lately and just been motoring through them on my iPad on my breaks at work, and just being able to cart that with me has been really convenient for the summertime. But to describe the book, it's written by Will Ferguson, who lives in Calgary, and one of his best friends and neighbors escaped the genocide in Rwanda in 1994. And when they met each other, they had always talked about going on a road trip in Rwanda. And now that things have settled down, his friend wanted to show him, this beautiful country that he came from. And they finally got around to doing it 20 years after the genocide has ended. I had thought that I knew a fair amount about the genocide in Rwanda. I studied it a little bit in high school. We actually had somebody come in and speak to our class that had escaped from there as well. I love the movie Hotel Rwanda, but obviously you can't get the full scope of things from like a Hollywood movie that's obviously done its own spin on things. But I did think that I knew, more than the average person that I talked to, and reading this book was really humbling as I realized I know nothing. It was a really interesting book, and it was really talently. He had a lot of talent to write it the way that he did, because what happens is you follow these two guys on their road trip through Rwanda, and it goes back and forth from Will Ferguson talking about some facts that had happened during the genocide, some statistics. You can tell that he really researched his work. And then also you see them traveling to different places that bring back memories for his friend. So it's a lot of retellings from him about what he remembered or what he experienced. It then it also comes to the present, so some funny stories about things that happened to them along the way. Just like any road trip with two buddies, there's some funny things that go on. Will Ferguson's really talented in tackling this serious subject matter, whether it's about the genocide or just statistics about a country that can be somewhat sobering and dry, and he made it a really actually hilarious book. I laughed out loud several times. And then it also comes and talks about the future, where Rwanda is now, where it's headed. It's talking about a lot of really positive changes that have happened there. I was really surprised at a lot of the things that are going on now and what their government is doing. I think that it was a fairly fair portrayal of where they are and how far they've come and what they still need to work on, but where they're exceeding as well. I learned a lot about the country itself, not just about the genocide in 1994. And I was blown away by it. Like, I couldn't stop talking about this book. I think people were tired of hearing me just blabber on about it, and so I thought I'll blabber on about it to you guys too. So sorry for the rambling, but I think that everybody should read this book. I think whether you are, know nothing about what has happened or know some about what happened, you will get something out of this book. I want to go and see what else Will Ferguson's written. I was totally blown away, and I'm excited to announce that that's my first 5-star book of the year. So everybody should go pick it up, and leave me a comment below what was your first 5-star book of the year. Hopefully you found one sooner than I did, but whenever it was in the year, what was your favorite so far, and what should I be reading next? And if you have any other recommendations from an author where they have written in the same style about a nonfiction subject, whether that's, you know, in Africa or in Rwanda or not from that part of the world at all, whatever it may be, if you have any recommendations, let me know. And I'll be seeing you guys soon with my July wrap-up. Thanks, have a great day.